players, so let's talk about Chris Lewis of Augusta, Georgia. According to reporting, he took his kids to a McDonald's and left them there for several hours while he attended a job interview. Well, according to officers of the goddamn law, he wasn't at a job interview. They really don't know where he was at. Now, Antonio Brown has entered the chat and collected over $70,000 on a GoFundMe for him. And according to the baby mama, he does this sort of thing all the time. She done told him to stop leaving them kids. Y'all, let's talk about it. So unless you've been living under a rock, you heard the story of Chris Lewis. He's the Augusta man that was arrested on March 22nd after leaving his 3 children unattended at a McDonald's. Apparently, a concerned customer called officers of the goddamn law when they noticed that the children had been there for several hours without a parent. Now, when officers questioned Chris, he told them that he was attending a job interview. So when Chris was arrested, his children's mother showed up and picked the children up. And of course, there was a lot of questions on why couldn't she watch the children while he went for a job interview? What exactly is going on? Everybody's kind of feeling sad about this situation because we've heard this before. Parents leaving their children in the car while they go to job interviews and different things. So everybody want to know what's going on. So Chris was ultimately charged with the misdemeanor deprivation of a minor, and the Augusta Police Department has released the report. So in the report, the investigator said that he noticed inconsistencies in what Chris was saying on the body camera. So he decided to investigate. Apparently, the 10-year-old child stated that she and her father and her 2 siblings had walked to the McDonald's from the Hendricks apartments. She further stated that her father left to deliver a backpack to the Hendricks apartments and told her that he will return shortly. The children also mentioned that the father frequently left them alone. Now, 2 witnesses said that they saw Chris at the McDonald's and that they overheard him on the phone saying that he had to deliver something, and he left the children there saying that he would be right back. Now, one of the children apparently contacted their mother via social media at about 6 o'clock and asked for her to pick them up. Apparently, she arrived at the McDonald's at 6:12. Then Chris arrived at the McDonald's at 6:18, still in possession of this backpack, and he told the mother that he had been trying to find her to give her the backpack. The mother then reminded him that he was not supposed to leave the children unattended. Now, Chris apparently told officers that the children were at the McDonald's earlier that day because he had filled out a job application at West Bank Inn, and that he left to deliver a backpack to the Hendricks apartments. But during that time, he lost his ID and another card, and he was trying to retrace his steps. Now, they went to verify that he had an interview of some sort with the manager, and she said that he completed an application and conducted an informal interview with Chris, but there was no schedule for another interview. So like I said, former NFL player Antonio Brown entered the chat, I believe a couple of days ago, where he started a GoFundMe, and there's over $70,000 that has been raised for Chris. Now, since the release of the police report, Antonio Brown said that he spoke with Chris's girlfriend, and she said that he was at a job interview and they had been homeless since November. Antonio also says that there will be a refund given to everybody if he can't verify Chris's story. All right, players, so that is the latest. I want to know what you all think of this. Now, one of the questions has been answered for me, and it's regarding the children's living situation. Because I'm thinking, you know, why leave them in a public place? Why don't you just leave them at home? But if he's homeless, they have no home to leave them at. Now, I'm going to keep it a stack with you. It's absolutely diabolical to leave children in a public place unattended for several hours. I can't get with that because anything could have happened. Those children could have gotten kidnapped. We all know how the world is going these days. I just can't get with that. But players, I want to know what you all think. Put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mo for the Black Your News.